and gentlemen, JP 730 Sports. This is going to be quick. So I really don't have time to be discussing something that does not need to be discussed. Except for people who don't get it. The NBA Finals breaks down like this. I don't care how good LeBron James is. He's not the problem. It doesn't matter where the game is going to be played. It doesn't matter who's healthy, who's injured. None of that stuff matters. Here's why Cleveland can't beat Golden State. Take LeBron away from Cleveland and then look at the rest of the team. That's why they can't beat Golden State. Listen, when you're dependent upon J.R. Smith to get you wins, when you're dependent upon Kevin Love to get you wins, when you're dependent upon Kyrie Irving to get you wins, and the bench players, Dellavedova and Richard Jefferson, they don't match up with Golden State. And LeBron knows it. So all the people that think it's LeBron's fault because he had a bad game, what people call a bad game, doesn't matter what type of game LeBron has. Last year's finals, he went off, and they still lost to Golden State because he doesn't have the team. The team ain't ready. They're not ready. They don't have a Sean Livingston coming off the bench. You don't think that first game, LeBron was looking at his guys and then looking at Livingston and saying, well, we don't have one of those guys. A guy that can come off the bench and just put 20 in, just for fun. They don't have a Harrison Barnes. They don't have these guys. They don't have an Iguodala. They don't have that. LeBron is coming to the table with an average basketball team when it comes to comparing them to the Warriors. Now, in the East, Cleveland's great. They would have struggled against San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and they're struggling against Golden State. In the West, they're the fourth or fifth best team. In the East, they are the best team, but reality sets in when you have to go play a real team. The other problem they're having is this. Defensively, and I ain't going to get too technical into the basketball, okay? Golden State is switching everything. So there are no created open shots based on scheme from Cleveland. See, when they were running through Atlanta and Toronto, basically people had to run up and catch their man off picks and things of that nature. And it left open shots for guys like J.R. Smith, for him to go off and look better than he really was. And Kevin Love. It left open shots for these guys or put defenders in trail positions where Cleveland had room to operate. Golden State is just switching everything. Everybody has a man. There's nobody chasing to get their guy. There's nobody looking for their guy. They switch everything. Cleveland has a hand in their face for every shot they take. J.R. Smith, hey, like I said, after game one, people were saying, well, J.R. Smith has to shoot better. My problem is if you're saying that, Cleveland, you're already in trouble. You already lost. If your wins are determined upon J.R. Smith, you have already lost the series. People don't get that. So it's not LeBron James's fault. It's not his fault. What more can he do? The problem is he does not have the players. Does he have the players to beat Toronto and Atlanta and Chicago? Well, yeah. And he has the players if they would have somehow matched up against Houston in the finals or something like that. Yes, he has the players. You don't have the players to beat a Golden State. You don't have the players to beat a OKC. And you don't have the players to beat a San Antonio. If you were going to play one of those three teams in the West in the finals. Just bottom line. So, and they ran through the East and everybody was saying, oh, Cleveland looks great. Cleveland looks great. They look great against bad teams. How good do you people think Toronto really is? They're not that good. When you watch Cleveland and you watch Golden State, you have to be able to see the difference. And there's a huge gap between these two teams. People see LeBron James and they think he's supposed to put on the cape and save it. He's just one man. He don't have the players. Now, you could argue that LeBron is responsible for the players on the team, and that still makes it his fault. But that's a whole different conversation. JP 730 Sports, I'm out.